right off the bat, it's clear to say one of our strengths is really our leadership. Our senior class, we have 4 seniors. They're all captains on the leadership team, we're calling it this year, and they've just really stepped up to the plate in a lot of ways, and they have unique personalities, so they all bring something different to the table. But they've just grown so much as a group that we have them on the field. I mean, right now we have Dillon in the backfield, Hannah and Rue in the midfield, and Spoons is playing up on the forward line, and we have every line covered with a leader, and I think that's definitely, you know, proving to be a benefit for us.
It's definitely really exciting because all of us were just bonding so well together, and the team atmosphere this year is just absolutely amazing. So just starting off playing other teams finally is going to be an amazing experience, and I know we're going to try our hardest and do our best, and just at the end of the day, we're all still going to be a family, which is probably the most amazing thing about it.
It's a really positive environment. Everyone's picking each other up and making sure everyone performs to the best of their ability. I think that's the strongest attribute we have. There is competition within the team, but it's healthy competition.
I think the attacking line and the midfield line, they both have the most experience. We have a lot of young kids in the backfield, but we have Sarah in the cage who's doing a lot for us. But yeah, I would say our attacking line is probably the most experienced. We're changing up our system a little bit this year, so the midfield is getting used to that, and I think once we really target in on a couple things we're trying to change, it's going to make the world of difference.
Throughout the seasons, I think how I've grown is just I've always given 100%. If a new skill was given to me, I tried my best to try to perfect it, or just in general, I just work off my teammates and learn how they play in order to play off of them on the field. So that way it makes the whole team collaborative a lot better, because when you learn how to play off your teammates, it's easier to work with them.
Casey's going to be marked, and that's, we know that going into every game, and the unique thing about her is she can score when she's marked, but we've been working a lot with the rest of the players to just be able to capitalize on their moments as well, and I think we do that quite well. So I know Casey takes her shots, but she sets other people up. Spoons, we've been playing back and forth, a little bit of midfield with her, a little bit of the attack, and she's making a lot happen on the forward line, and whether it's connecting with Casey or getting her own shots, more than I've seen, and you know, going into my 3rd year with her, she's creating a lot, and Carly doing the same thing on the attacking line. She's hungry, she's in the circle, she's tenacious, so we see a lot of other people being able to make things happen in the circle as well.
Last year I kind of was kind of, I guess, like my breakout year, and having that experience under my belt definitely gives me a lot more confidence in directing people and communicating on the field, being able to organize when we're in our outlets or in our press, so that helps a lot, and I think that people will definitely be able to see that organization on the field.
She steps up every year in a new way, and you know, from throwing her to the Wolves her freshman year and now going into her junior year, she's allowing us to play around with the backfield, and whether it's sophomores, juniors, seniors, freshmen that we're putting back there because of certain skill sets that they have. You know, we were even talking last night during our session, you know, we were talking to our center back, we had a freshman back there, you know, trust the ball, give the pass, and Frieda's mimicking that from the back, and she gives people in front of her so much confidence, because we know that she's going to do her job in the cage, and she's giving you that confidence to, you know, maybe sometimes take the 95% pass instead of the 100% pass, and I think it's creating a lot of attack for us.
We had 2 scrimmages so far, and we did very well, but there are things that we needed to work on, and we did a lot of that this past week, and so hopefully we can put it together this weekend.
I love opening up with a tough schedule. I think it sets the tone for the rest of our season. You know, playing the PSAC teams, they're Millersville and ESU, both very, very strong, and like you said, ranked ahead of us. And I think it helps us a little mentally just start to deal with some adversity and pressure early on before we even get into any 10s. So for us, we're looking forward to the weekend. It's, you know, we're opening up on the road. The team gets to bond and be together, and we need to come out of this weekend learning, you know, better hockey than, you know, getting better each day. But beyond that, we just need to connect and find, you know, we know right now what our weaknesses are. You know, the end of preseason, we've kind of pinpointed them a little bit, which is nice for us because we were able to focus on it early on. So our big goal is to make sure we're, you know, taking steps with what those weaknesses are each day.
The Pennsylvania teams, they're Millersville and ESU, they're very, very tough opponents. They're very skilled, very fast. So we're excited to see what we can do against them.
Our goals are just to keep working hard and working towards our goals that we made for ourselves, because we know what other people expect of us, but we expect a lot more from ourselves. So we're going to work towards our goals and not the goals that other people set up for us.
I think we have a lot of, we have very high standards in terms of what our goals are for the end of season. What we've done is kind of come up with our action words to create what November should be. So for us, it's kind of week to week, and we're measuring what we can do week to week. So right now, although we have very high standards for November and what we're going to be doing in November, it's more what we're going to accomplish this weekend with Millersville and ESU, and what we're going to accomplish tonight at practice, because without those little battles we can't win the war in the end. So yeah, we want to win a national championship, we want to win an NE10 championship, but it's weekly for us in terms of how we're going to get there, because each year you come out and we have the preseason polls, we have people coming back that have been successful for us in the past, but it's kind of creating that ladder to get to where we want to be.
We talk about winning a national championship, and we're not afraid to talk about it. That's what we want to do. We talk about being in that 1% that does what it takes to win a national championship every day, and every day we go out there with that mindset.